I think that we as people need to reflect on the fact that we just have biases based on our own lived experience and life path, and like, good, bad, that's just a thing that happens, right? Like, take me for instance, I fucking hate South Park, okay? I think it's ugly, I think it's stupid, I don't think it's funny, but I can also reflect on the fact that it did genuinely traumatize me as a child. And therefore, I can reflect on the fact that that probably dramatically changed the way that I engage with the program. So to set the scene, I lived and grew up in the era of analog TV, right? During this period of time back in Australia, the only television channel that had access to the television program South Park was the Special Broadcasting Services, otherwise known as SBS. Now, this was a much smaller television network compared to the likes of your 7, 9, 10, or ABC, so our particular cathode ray tube TV didn't really pick up the signal too well. I don't know if that was a universal experience, but it was mine. And the second part of this is that my parents knew what South Park was, only from a cursory perspective, but they knew that it was an adult animated program and it had yucky sex jokes, so I wasn't allowed to watch it. And so obviously, me being a child was like, hey, I see cartoon, I want to watch cartoon. And hey, I see parents tell me not to do thing, I immediately want to do thing very bad, yes. So I stay up late one night. I sneak out of my bedroom after all two of my parents have gone to bed, and I go to the television room, which is a room that I have because I grew up white and middle class. During the dead of night at this time, I flick on the television, making a direct attempt in order to make the volume go all the way down so I don't wake anyone up and get caught. And what do? I go straight to channel 32. Which was the aforementioned channel for SBS. And so I started watching some South Park. Now, I don't know the episode exactly because I don't watch the show, but I've described it and people have known what it was. So it was like a Christmas episode where a bunch of woodland critters were like, yay, woo, Christmas, and then they do like a big murder ritual sacrifice. You know, blood, guts, violence, real fucking Happy Tree Friends shit. But as I mentioned previously, our television didn't pick up this channel signal all that well. So when things started getting bloody, violent, and murdery, shit started like freaking out like the VHS from The Ring. Static, screaming, warped pixels, giant cartoony eyes, blood, death, violence. And that shit freaked me out so bad that South Park has made me a little bit uncomfortable ever since. And I acknowledge that.